This video clip has been brought to you by IT in Canada, Canada's only integrated social media news network. Find us on the web at www.itincanada.ca.
You folks supply services to a wide range of clients. So presumably, if you have a knowledge worker who needs to be continually challenged with new projects and new rollouts, you can supply that kind of environment for them. Are your clients able to give these people a chance to continuously learn and grow and develop?
It really depends on the client and where their commitment to IT and some of the major projects that they have. IBM is a global company, so not only can we challenge individuals on projects across Canada, but we're deploying people on global basis on global projects and in developing countries, or even on significant projects in the US. We have a number of Canadians working in the US, a number of Americans based on their skills, and we talked about them having deep skills. We're deploying Canadians to US engagements and around the world. For other companies, they may have the same thing. They'll be deploying them in their domestic markets. It also gives them an opportunity to broaden as well. So that's where you do see the clients themselves, the people that work at a client, they themselves are working on different projects. A good project manager may have skill in a specific technology area, but a good project manager could manage any kind of project. So it comes back to what the company themselves are doing and their commitment and around IT and how they use IT.
In your research, you mentioned the growing need for business analyst type skills, which I assume are skills that you both develop over time and with experience, and skills that need to be trained. Do you find it a challenge to get IT professionals, especially deep technologists, to step outside that persona and learn how to manage a meeting and manage requirements and manage the different political aspects of moving a project through test and acceptance?
Yeah, it is a challenge. It's because it really comes back to people's basic personality. Some people are very outgoing and dynamic and like that. Other people shy away from it. It's just their nature. Experience with projects, experience in presenting to senior executives of both the company and on the financials in terms of their projects. The more experience people have doing that, clearly they get more comfortable with it. And so the more experience that they are exposed to, seems the better that they get. But people do need to invest in some of the softer skills. They have to recognize that technology skills aren't the only skills that are important. Good communication skills. Everyone should have an understanding of good project management disciplines, understanding when tasks are assigned to them, they need to get them executed, those types of things. It's not necessarily a hard technology skill that they need to acquire.
And at the other end of the spectrum altogether, you mentioned that new technologies are driving accelerated ROIs and encouraging companies to hire new IT staff. Are the skills that are required for these new technologies specific to new graduates from programs, or do they exist in your more experienced staff as well?
Oh, that's a good question. When you get into something like cloud, which is a very strong emerging technology in the market, or a capability in the market, you need really a combination. The schools and the universities are producing graduates that are more adept in some of the newer technologies. They all feel very comfortable with the internet. They themselves, with social media, are really, really good at understanding how to leverage it, much more so than someone of my generation.
Our generation,
as young as we are. So you get that intimidation factor that gets taken away. That's just natural for them. But you need those more seasoned skills. You need, because of the interdependence again of the technologies, you need networking people on your teams. You need server people, and you need data centers. Just the fact that you're filling data centers has some implications. How we're affecting the workplace. So you need all these different skills on the team, and you need a good combination of people that have done it before, as well as people that are good, strong communicators. So it comes back to this balance. The people who are willing to just work hard and invest in themselves, even as juniors, can learn a lot on these projects, because you see such a broad spectrum of technology and a broad spectrum of the organization when you get into some of these projects, because everything effectively needs to change or needs to be looked at when you look at something like cloud.